welcome to today's lesson on 3D drawing for your model railway. I've been asked to see if I can draw a Caledonian Railway level crossing gate for a friend at the Model Railway Club, and this is what I've managed to come up with. And obviously now if you follow along with the tutorial, you'll be able to see how I've got to this stage. Okay, so I've been given the drawing for the Caledonian Railway level crossing gate that I'm going to draw. Quite usefully, he's actually done a quite good job of the drawing. Everything looks like the dimensions are pretty good. There's a couple of bits that are missing, but they're small minor details. I think this should be a relatively easy model to knock up. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring that image in as a background. So we're going to insert a canvas. I want to flip that. Then we're going to calibrate it, and we're going to take, it's all drawn to scale, so if I take that line there, actually that's not nice and straight, let's get somewhere else. Let's go here, so calibrate across there, so there to there, it's 0.7 millimeters. Okay, so now we can start drawing on there. Again, draw on that face, and I'm going to draw a rectangle to start with. And I'm going to draw across there, so we're doing top frame. Dimensions, that should be 1. Go close enough. And length. Up as 39. Although the overall dimension is 41, I believe that's probably from here to the back of the gate here. And obviously we've got this bit on the top there we've got to draw. Okay, then we'll draw another rectangle down here. Check that dimension across there is 0.7, it's not, so just make it a little bigger. And then we'll draw another rectangle from that bottom bit. And we're actually going to go and snap to the end of there so we know the length is the same. And dimension the height between the two as 1 millimeter. And we can put the final rectangle in there. Okay, so that gives us the outside of the frame. Let's draw the vertical bars here. So snap into the top, and let's snap to the bottom down here. And the distance between them we've got as 0.7. Do the same here. And do we have any dimensions from the side? We don't. So there's no dimension to put that in the correct position. I'm just going to drag this over slightly. define that distance there. From that edge to that edge. So 11.9. To make that easier. There to there. 11.9. Will this one work out 11.9 as well? No. It's 11.8. So if we need to shuffle everything across, so yeah, we're going to have to go 11.87 on that. Undo that one first. Put that 11.87. That is 11.87. And then this one, there you go, 11.87. So they're all defined. And then I want the diagonals. So these ones are slightly more complicated. I'm just going to draw a line. Try and follow that point. Like that. And then the same like that. He said it's got 0.75 between them. There we go, it's close enough. Again, do the same here. In fact, what we can do is no, just draw the line. That one's slightly wider, but again, we're talking 0.02 of a millimetre difference there. So that's all the framework done, I believe. So then if I select all of these, we can extrude those. We want 0.8 millimetres. I'm actually just going to go 0.1. No, I'm going to go 1 millimetre, sorry. Okay, so the next thing is the bracket on the end here. So we're going to draw a sketch on the side of the gate itself. And we're going to start with a line. Snap there. I'm going to come up 0.1 millimetres. And then I'm going to bring that across to the end of where this circle would be on the upright post. Bring it down level with this. That there, bring it across, up slightly, and then diagonally to there, and then up into that bit. And then define all those distances. We'll define the angle between those two. That's already defined, it's fine. Okay, so we've got that. Let's draw a line from there, bottom of that top bracket to the top of the bottom one, across. This one we're going to come slightly lower, and then we want to be in line with that end there, and back up. Define all these measurements. fine. That's it. Okay, so that should all be defined. Grab all the pieces here. And then we're going to extrude to that side, make that a join. That's going to come a little bit wide, we're going to go 1.1 millimeters. And then we're going to do two sides, and on the other side, we're going to come out by 0.1 millimeters. That should give us a framework around the outside of the wooden panel of the gate there. Cool. Okay, next thing is we're going to draw a circle on the top here. It's going to be a little bit overscale. It did say it's 0.8 millimeters, but we're going to have to work around the constraints of the printing. So we're going to put a circle on this top panel. Find the midpoint across there. 1.2 in diameter, and I'm going to move it so that snaps onto the end of this piece here. And then we can finish that sketch. Take these two pieces, and we're going to dump those by just extruding those downwards to the bottom. Cutting. So now we've got a circular end, and then we're going to go back into those sketches, pick up that circle again, and then extrude that upwards to the top here. It's coming up 1.9 millimeters. And we'll do two sides, and we'll bring it down to the bottom. It's going to be slightly longer than what we've got there. Join. Okay, moving on now, we're going to create this curved piece on the end here. To do that, we're going to do a plane at an angle. I'm going to do that off of the flat piece here, edge, and generate an angle to match this one here. And that's at 20 degrees, and then I'm going to offset the plane from there, bring it up. Okay, so that's ever so slightly off with the angle. So I'm going to go back to that plane at an angle, edit it, and change it to 19 degrees. And I'm going to do that again. And we change it to 18. That looks better. Okay, so now drawing a sketch off that plane. I'm going to draw a circle. I'm going to put that as 0.7 millimeters. I want to constrain it midpoint. Midpoint. Constrain its midpoint. That one, so that it's in line with the middle of the level crossing gates. Okay, and obviously its position needs to move up, so edit that sketch again. So see how we've got circle sort of roughly where we want it. Finish that, and then we're going to loft between the two. We're going to loft from the large diameter circle here into small diameter circle there. Why is that not worked? So loft from there to there. Why won't you do that? What aren't you liking? Don't want anywhere else. Delete the rail. That's what I want. Why is that done that? Making some sort of twist. What's that about? Ah, it's because it's intersecting that. That's what it is. Okay, let's undo. Delete that projection there. That's in that sketch. Delete that projection. Okay, let's try again. So, edit the loft. I think. Okay, I'm not happy with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line. There's a curve that can use a rail. So I'm going to skip back there, and then on this profile, let's draw another sketch on that profile. Project on that point there. And let's draw a line from there to there. Tangent that line. Don't want a line, that's not what I want, is it? It's a spline I need. From there to there. Tangent that to that edge. That's better. Okay, finish that. Jump forward, edit that loft. And we're going to add a rail, and we'll use that rail there. That's going to want to be in the middle there. So that's going to need the midpoint. So let's create a midplane between these 2 points here. Working midplane between that edge and that edge. bind the sketch plane to the midpoint plane, and then we should be able to change that rail in there to have on. Where's that sketch gone? Okay, so yeah, the spline's gone, so we'll redraw that. Project on circle there and there. Spline point from there. Why is it not picking this up? What's going on? Let's drop back in here, create a new sketch on there, project that point and that point. Spline from there to there. There we go, it's working. And then we'll constant tangent that to that edge. Okay, and let's try again with this loft. Adding that railing. That's better. That's much better. Okay. Yeah, and then on the top of the curved bit, we're going to have a little rectangle because it's got two wires that come down on either side. So we're going to draw on that top surface there. And I'm going to just create a centre point rectangle. Check that point. Try again. Dimensions on here. Not really. Yeah, where's the top one? There it is. Let's go 1 millimetre square, I reckon. And then extrude that one. At 0.6 millimetres. Okay, I'm going to draw on these banding now. Just creating a sketch on the front of the crossing gate. And then just going to do a rectangle in the middle here. So it's got it as 0.2 millimetres. We've got the defined width here on these as 0.7, so this will be 0.25 from that's central. Actually, thinking about it, I want this to be a little bit higher. I'm going to go for 0.1mm up. Define the wrong width there, so we're going to try again. That band's got to go across the top as well. So let's get that profile and extrude that one. I'm just going to count 0.1 there. And then pattern that feature. Axis along the top here. Just need one thing. This is the best way to do this. No, it's not. Cancel that. Because what's going to end up happening, it'll be harder to just get that correct. I can't quite read what that is. I can't quite read. I think it's 1.8 millimeters. Let's just check that. Finish that sketch. Back to that one. From that top edge to there. That should be into there. That's better. Let's go back to this one. And then I'm going to create a mid-plane from the top of the level crossing gate to the bottom. And then mirror that. So those two features. Mirror plane being the midpoint. So we've now got them at the bottom as well. And then we're going to mirror those two features plus the mirror. And the mirror plane is going to be the mid-plane of the gate. So we should have them on the opposite side now. Good. And then we should be able to extrude these two profiles strapping across the top and the bottom. So the next one is putting this one on the side here. So again, drawing on that side profile. Rectangle sitting here. Define the length as 2.2 millimeters. The width is 0.3. It's going to be in the midpoint. That's a millimeter thick. So it's going to be 1.5 millimeters. 0.35 millimeters there. And again, put a little rectangle on the end. And then extrude that. Again, probably the easiest way for this, rather than the mirroring, would have been to do a two-sided extrusion. So coming out 0.1 millimeter on this side, it should come that way, and then the other one that joins. That would have been the easier way to have done it rather than doing those mirrors. Okay, now I'm going to draw these two T brackets on the end. Slightly different to the diagram, because on the diagram it's like a little thin piece. But on the actual frame it's all the way across. Not a big problem. So draw again on the side of the frame. Let's draw a rectangle. It's the same width as this. So the height, snap to two sides. Let's undo that. Try again. Seems to keep double clicking for some reason. Sorry. Another rectangle. Dimension there to the bottom edge would be 0.3. I should put it in the middle. Take those three sections, extrude. Same as before, we're going to do a two-sided extrusion. So that's most of the gate done. Now we've got to do these wires across. So that's going to be on the mid plane, which is that one. So if we draw on plane 3, which is that midpoint, and the line, I'm going to project on that line there, which is the vertical of the inside face there, to the vertical of the inside face there. And then draw a line that goes between the two. Not really a spacing measurement on any of these, so we've got it roughly in the middle, and we're going to pipe that. we wanted 0.2. I'm actually going to do 0.4, which I think is about the smallest we'll get. Join. Okay, so next is to draw these wires going across. So we're going to draw a sketch on plane 3, which is the mid-plane of the gate, and project on the 2 edges here. That edge and this right edge here. And draw a line between the two, trying to get roughly the midpoint of that wire that goes across. And snap to that side. Once you've got that, we're then going to pipe, and that'll make it look like a wire going across there. We wanted 0.2mm wide, but I think that's probably a little bit too thin. It won't print particularly well, so I'm going to go for 0.4. And then join. And then we're going to mirror that feature. So we're mirroring that pipe, not mirror, sorry, pattern that pipe down the vertical axis. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Right there, that's only 4, that's why. 5, that's better. Excellent, happy with that. The next one is to draw the diagonal wire bracing here. So I'm going to draw that sketch on the front of this panel here. And I'm just going to draw a line. And it's going to start roughly where the midpoint of that bracket is. And I'm going to take that to this bracket here, roughly in the midpoint of that bracket. And it is saying finish that sketch and pipe that one. Again, 0.4. The reason I've only gone to this point is from here, it needs to go into this box at the top here, which means it's going to go slightly diagonal across the top here. So if I just actually edit that pipe to be a new body for the moment, and then I'm going to draw on the inside surface here. Oops, if it doesn't do that for me. I'm going to put a circle on here on the midpoint, 0.4 in diameter. I'm actually going to draw a line across, actually, constrain it to that line. And I can move it along that line. Dimension it from the end to be 0.25 millimeters. And then finish that sketch and then loft between those profiles on that circle. And let's just get rid of this, get rid of body 1, and we can get to so we're going essentially from the 2 profiles there. Those 2 can join. Bring body 1 back. I'm going to mirror that body 1 across. So mirror body 2 across plane 3. Objects, I want to mirror that body, please. Why won't you do that? Let's go to features. that body across the mirror plane, plane 3, and then we're going to join it all together. They haven't joined there, so we shall combine that with 2 tool bodies. Turn the canvas off. You can see how now that wire bends at the top of the gate there to come into that box. Okay, just looking at it, I think this might be a little bit too thick. I know he wants 0.2, and I've gone for 0.4, so I'm just going to edit that feature, change it to 0.3, just make it a little bit smaller, which means we then also need to edit that sketch and make the diameter of that circle. Cancel that, please. Make that 0.3 as well. Just going to make it a little bit thinner. Looks a bit obtrusive. I'm also going to take from that profile sketch 14. Take that profile and that other profile. I'm going to extrude that out the other side slightly. And we're going to mirror that feature again. Okay, so the next thing is to draw this post. Let's draw that on the bottom surface here. It's just a circle. We'll try and make sure we keep it to that mid-plane. It's 1.5 millimeters diameter. In slightly. Let's come off of that mid-plane. Okay, go there. Extrude that vertically. .6 millimeters. Body. And I'm going to draw these brackets. I'm going to draw them on the side of the frame here. Just using a 2-point rectangle for these. We're not going to have a massive amount of detail at the bolts because I'm going to be drawing the supports on this edge here. Extrude that. So it's going to come 0.2. Do two-sided extrusion down to the edge plus 0.2 and join. And then we're going to mirror that feature on the vertical axis. 2 of them. 10.9 looks about right. Then we've got this nice ornate piece to do on the top here. Draw that on the mid-plane. Project that circle on there. draw a line across the circle there. So we've got the midpoint, and the midpoint comes vertically. So looking at that, the circle here probably needs to move out a little bit of the post. Let's edit that sketch. Define the distance there is 1.45, so let's change it to 0.48. Needs to do more. That looks better. Okay, so now drawing some nice curvy lines. Straight line there to make it a point. Let's play around these a little bit. Try and just revolve that. We should be able to. Okay, might be a bit of a pain to print, but we'll see. In some ways, it'd be better to print the whole thing vertically, but this bottom edge, I don't think come up particularly well. Okay, other than doing the circle on the end here, I think we're pretty much done. I'm not sure he wants the lamps on the top. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done there. So yeah, nice easy video for you to follow, and hope you've enjoyed the lesson.